fakes inside to Joe Steele, then keeps and bolts into the end zone for a touchdown to put the Huskies out in front. And Husky Stadium goes wild with excitement. Husky defense also rises to the occasion. And the Trojans try to get back in the game, but the Huskies' outstanding defensive tackles Dave Brown and Doug Martin right there to drop Roberto for a loss. Hitting 7-3 at half. The Huskies get on the scoreboard early in the third quarter. Warren Moon goes to Snyder game for 19 yards, and the two are perfect. The Huskies continue to play the best football in the Pac-8 Conference, much to the delight of Husky players and their fans. The Husky defense again forces the Trojans give up football. This time, Steer co-captain Mike Rohrabaugh comes busting through block a punt and give the offense another opportunity to score. And that's exactly what the Huskies do. As Joe Steele somersaults into the end zone, Husky Stadium just explodes with excitement as the Huskies realize they're a step closer to Pasadena. Joe Steele rushes 106 yards against the Trojans as the Huskies defeat USC 28-10. The largest crowd in Husky football history, 6,964, out on a cold afternoon to watch Don James and the Huskies battle Cougars from Washington State. And the Huskies, who need just win to assure themselves at least a share of the conference title, are all unstoppable. As Joe Steele takes this throwback from Warren Moon in the 7th play of the game and races 33 yards for a touchdown. The Husky defense is all over the field as Doug Martin deflects this Jack Thompson pass and almost picked off with the Huskies linebacker Mike Jackson, but he slips out of bounds. Warren Moon, directing the Husky attack to perfection, throws down the middle to his tight end Scott Greenwood. And Greenwood will not be stopped as he goes 30 yards to score on the return. And the Huskies know they're unstoppable this Saturday afternoon. The Washington State Cougars had a drive in the second quarter, but the hard-hitting Husky defense knocks the ball loose to Dan Hornick, with Bruce Harrell diving in to recover the football for Washington. Warren Moon at 12-18 for 159 yards, 3 touchdowns, caps off a super season by throwing Joe Steele for 6 more points. The Huskies defeat the Cougars 35-15 to win the Pac-8 championship. A week later, USC defeats UCLA, and the Huskies on the way to the Rose Bowl for the first time in 14 years, where they meet the Wolverines of Michigan. Michigan is a solid 2-touchdown favorite of Washington, and outstanding quarterback Rick Leach tried to move his team in a hurry. But Mike Jackson, who has to be one of the best linebackers in college football, almost picks it up, and Michael Jackson can't believe he let football get away. The Husky defense holds, and All-American John Anderson is active, but the pass from center is low. Anderson puts his knee down, giving the ball to the Huskies, the mission 4-9, and the Huskies are quick to take advantage of the mistake. Warren Moon drives his team to over in 2. 1 second goal. Warren kicks inside, rolls to his left, looks to pass, then Keaton dives in to score the touchdown of the game. And following Steve Robbins' kick, the Huskies lead 7-0. Wolverines then drive at Husky territory, where the Washington defense rises to the occasion with Bruce Harrell and John Curley knocking Stanley Edwards down for a loss of 2. On the next play, Leach goes back to pass, but Kyle Heinrich, a safety blitz, is all over the junior for Michigan and stops him for the 11-yard loss. And at the end of the first quarter, Huskies lead 4th from Michigan 7-0. In the second quarter, the Husky offense moved into high gear. Warren Moon, who completes 12 of 23, 188 yards, and Snyder Gaines, who is wide open down the middle, 62 yards, and another Washington first down. The Michigan defense, one of the best in college football, and Steve Robbins comes in to kick a 3-yard field goal to make it 10-0 in favor of Washington. Steve Robbins, who is the leading place kicker in Husky football history, kicks deep to Dwight Hicks on the Michigan 11-yard line. Hicks looked for some running room, but the Husky Jeff Leland then comes up the hit of the game. What? Michigan can't move the ball, so Husky offense has it again, with Moon hitting Spider Gaines for another first down after a penalty, nullified a Husky touchdown. Senior Ron Rowland replaces the end Joe Steele. Comes up with an outstanding afternoon, including this 11-yard gallop to Wolverine defense. Warren Moon then moves the ball to the goal line, where he pushes into the end zone behind wall blockers as the Huskies lead 17-0 the second quarter. Rick Leach moved the Wolverines to Husky 31, where he'll fumble the football in an exchange. The Husky Dave Browning is right there to fall on the ball to stop another mission drop. With time running out in half, Huskies face a 4th and 7 at their own 33. So what they do? They have freshman kicker Aaron Wilson pass the freshman running back Kyle Stevens, and the little guy from San Jose, California, almost goes all the way to a touchdown as they gains 36 yards on one of those talked about plays, the Rose Bowl. So at halftime, the Huskies lead the Wolverines 17-0, and 40,000 Husky fans at the game love every minute of it. With the east side of the Rose Bowl, a sea of Husky purple and gold. At the start of the third quarter, Michigan picks off a Warren Moon pass to set up best Husky goal line stand of the season. After Davis makes only 2, he'll come back, this time on the left side to pick 4. Now on 3rd and 4th to 5. Rick Leach will call his own number. He'll keep the football, and Antoine Richardson and Scott Long are there to make a stop on the 3. Then a 4th 2 at 3. Leach comes with a good fake, but the Husky defensive line is ready, and play is up for no gain, and the ball goes back. On the sideline, Bo Schembechler, Michigan can't believe. The Huskies then put together the best drive of the game with Joe Seal back in the line, and he comes up the brilliant 13-yard effort for a Washington first down. The Huskies call up Joe Seal again on 3rd and 4. Behind the super blocking of Chase Bauer, Bush, Bowman, and Westland, they open a huge hole in the Michigan line, and Steele picked up 77 yards against the Wolverines, gets 20 of them on this play. Warren Moon then falls in his favorite target, Spider Gaines. Spider beats the Wolverine deep and is wide open. The pass is right on target. Spider takes the ball in full stride for a touchdown before crashing into the wall, and it's 24-0 in favor of Washington. Michigan quickly scored on the long pass, and they kick off to the Huskies. And Kyle Stevens then thrills the crowd of 105,000 plus with a 53-yard kickoff return as he again almost goes all the way. Kyle Stevens was about a block away from a game breaker as he gives Washington right field position again. Again, Michigan rises to the occasion defensively. The Huskies call on Steve Robs to kick a 28-yard field goal, tying a Rose Bowl record for field goal and putting the Huskies on top 27-7 at the end of the third quarter. Then the dark settled in. Michigan scored a couple of quick touchdowns to make 27-20. 1:21 to go. 1st and goal at the 8. Leach throws to Edwards. Ball is intercepted by Michael Jackson on an incredible play for the University of Washington. The Huskies can't move it, however, so Michigan has one more chance to win it, with Leach throwing deep to Clayton with 32 seconds left on the clock. But Nesbitt is there to pick off the pass. Then Nesbitt will take the hardest hit in the game from a very happy Michael Jackson. Warren Moon, who was voted the player of the game, knows that all he has to do is run out the clock. The Huskies have their first Rose Bowl win since 1961. The clock ticks off final seconds, and Husky fans go wild. The head coach Don James, the college coach of the year, gets the traditional ride to the locker room. The winner of Michigan caps off one of the big comebacks in Washington football history, with 18 of the 20 started back in 1878, plus 81 of the 90 players who made the trip to Pasadena. There isn't a Husky fan anywhere who won't agree that the glory years have returned to Washington football. Excitement was the name of the game in Washington in 1878 as the Rose Bowl champion Huskies get set to open defense of their conference championship against one of the toughest schedules in history. Before the season was over, Huskies played two teams that tied for the national title, USC and Alabama, along with 3 other bowl teams. And it all started on September 9th on national television against UCLA in a crucial packed-in game for both schools. With Huskies and the Bruins knocking heads to drive the rainstorm, Chris Lennon and Stafford Mays get the better of this matchup, with junior Bruce Harrell recovering the fumble for Washington. Tom Forrest, starting his first game for the Huskies, throws down the middle to tight end Scott Greenwood, who makes one of his 5 catches of its beauty. It was not, despite the fact the Huskies outgained the Bruins by 100 yards, as UCLA wins it 10-7. Disappointed Huskies take their frustration out of Jayhawks of Kansas the following Saturday in sunny Husky Stadium, with junior defensive tackle Chris Lennon coming up with an outstanding play. The Huskies quickly take advantage of the field position defense gives them as Tom Forrest goes in to score the first of his 5 touchdowns on the ground for the Huskies in 1978. The Husky defense, one of the best in the conference, comes up with another big play as Doug Martin teams with Wiggaloy is up Kansas for loss of 1. Then a stop for Tom Bleck, who completed a 6.5% of his passes in 1978, put the win away with his touchdown tossed to Greenwood as the Huskies put Kansas 31-2. With a 1-1 record, Washington travels Bloomington, Indiana to take on Lee Corso's Indiana Hoosiers. And the Huskies and the Hoosiers lock up in a real hitting battle, with Indiana almost throwing the ball away against a hard-charging Husky defense. The Huskies call up junior Joe Seal 28 times against the Hoosiers, and the quick-moving tailback accepts 22 of his 155 yards in the game on this play by the grip block of his offensive line, led by all-star Jeff Hayes. Tom Flick keeps the Husky drive alive as the sophomore from Interlake Bell throws beauty junior flanker Gary Briggs, who comes up with one of his 5 catches today for a first down, and the official hits him marking the ball from Scott Greenwood. Tom Porras went 16 for 26 for 215 yards against the Hoosiers. Hits Spider Gaines with a booty. That's all the Huskies get as Indiana ups Washington 14-7. Huskies return back to conference play the following Saturday. They take on the Oregon State Beavers in Corvallis. And a regionally televised game the afternoon belonged to Washington, with Joe Steele setting tempo the second time the Huskies have the ball as he explodes 50 yards down the sideline to set up a Washington touchdown. On second and goal at the 1, Tom Porras comes up with good fake, then dives over the side behind the block to put the Huskies out in front of Oregon State. The Husky defense comes right back to force a turnover. Junior Dick Mark knocks the ball loose on a crushing tackle. The freshman Mark Drew pulling on loose football as he picks up the first 2 fumble recoveries against the Beavers. Joe Steele will waste no time sprinting for the Huskies. He dives through a big hole, just barely gets into the end zone. Steele pick up 156 yards on 30 carries against Oregon State. The Husky defense that give up on 80 yards to ground. The Beaver comes up with another big hit. Linebacker Billy Galoya causes the fumble, and Mark comes up the recovery. Tom Flick and bring Husky fans to the feet as he throws into the end zone to tight end Rudy Moraga, who makes his first catch as a Husky. And it's for 6 points. The Husky turn the game to a one-sided affair. And happiness is catching a football for the first time in a Washington uniform. Then cap up a great afternoon for both the offense and defense. Sophomore Ben Scobie from Wilson High School in Tacoma breaks 3 tackles, goes in to score his first touchdown for the Huskies as Washington beats Oregon State 34-0. The legendary Paul Bear Bryant Crimson Tide of Alabama comes to town October 7 to meet the Huskies in Seattle for the first time. Quarterback Jeff Buckley Company almost see that championship go out the window against a tough Husky defense led by all-star Michael Jackson. The Crimson Tide tried every trick in the book against the Huskies, but which Jimmy Ambright defense unit would not be fooled, as evidenced by this outstanding play by junior outside linebacker Brett Gagliardi. The Husky offense, led by Tom Porras, who threw for 1,100 yards in 1978, beat Crimson Tide deep, with Porras finding Spider Gaines all alone behind the defense for 6 points, as Spider picked up 148 yards against Alabama on only 3 catches. Husky defense that finished third in the conference stops the Crimson Tide cold on this play, with John Curley and junior Stafford May leading the way. When the drive's all, the Huskies call in the second leading scorer in the conference, Mike Lancer, who slides the ball to the crossbar for one of his 13 field goals of the year as Paul Bear Bryant looks on in dismay. And when national champion Alabama has problems holding on to the football, the Huskies are right there to recover the fumble. In a wild scramble, the ball as Kyle Heinrich comes up with this football. Then much to the delight of the record 60,900 plus fans who were hand the game, the Huskies had another touchdown as Tom Porras finds his favorite target, Spider Gaines, open again. And the scene from Richmond, California, had 6 points to the Husky total. The Huskies come up 4 points short as Alabama wins it 20-17. With all non-conference games out of the way, the Huskies travel to Palo Alto to meet the Stanford Cardinals, a crucial Pac-Man game. And after the Cardinals jumped out front into nothing behind Steve Dills, the #1 passing quarterback of the country, the Huskies finally come alive, and this hit by Antoine Richardson, who returns in 1879, really gets them going. On the play, the Huskies break the block standard punt. The ball rolls free. It's finally picked up by Jeff Leland, Ingram High School, Seattle. He runs in for 6 points with a crowd of Huskies around to help him out. Steele led the Cardinals to come from behind River, Georgia in the Bluebonnet Bowl, go to the air 1 time too often against the Huskies, and Lance Hodey picks off and rolls in for another Husky touchdown. That's always good for a special move, the end zone. The Husky defense, which put 14 points on the scoreboard in just 49 seconds against the Cardinals, sets up another scoring opportunity for the offense as John Gurley jumps on a block at the Stanford 5. Tom Porras, who finished second in scoring the Husky, finds opening around the right side and goes in to score the 4th touchdown game for Washington. After the Cardinals come back to tie the score at 3-1 all, Stanford tries to get a fine drive going. Brett Gagliardi, the junior from Glacier High School, is there to sack Steve Dills and get the Huskies the football. With 44 seconds to play, Porras quickly goes deep to his flanker Keith Richardson, the junior from O'Day High School, Seattle. And Richardson, who's wide open, comes up with one of his team-leading 24 catches of the year. 3 plays later, 17 seconds to go, Mike Lunsford and Wayne Akina combine on a 22-yard field goal to give the Huskies the win 34-31 and to run the Huskies' conference record at 2-1. The Huskies, in search of a 3rd straight Pac-10 win, return home to meet the University of Oregon Ducks for the 72nd time in history. And the Husky pass defense led the conference 1978, takes charge early with all which Horton and Glasgow in the right place at the right time to pick off his pass. 1 of 3 interceptions of the year for Glasgow, with the Huskies in scoring position. And a better man to call on, run it across the Huskies All-American candidate Joe Steele. He was only 102 yards away in 1978 from passing the legendary Hugh McElhaney as the Huskies all-time leading career rusher. The Husky bench gave up average just 14 points a game despite playing against 5 bowl teams. Gave Oregon quarterback Tim Randall nowhere to go on this play. After running out of room to maneuver, his final dumped in on Richardson for a loss of 10 yards. Then sophomore fullback Tucson Tyler from Oceanside, California, who finished as Husky's second leading rusher behind Joe Steele, averaging 5 yards a carry, just runs away from people. And when a defender finally gets a shot at him, Tucson Tyler, 6'3" and 215, just shoves him away and goes in to score. The Huskies defeat Oregon 20-14. The Sun Devils of Arizona State come to Seattle for the first time in history to meet the Huskies before an excited crowd reached for television. The Huskies still in battle for a return engagement to the Rose Bowl are ready and waiting for Frank Kush's football team. As Tom Pork puts the Huskies in front play on the beauty Spider Games, which the Husky record catching 60 touchdown passes during his 4 years at Washington. Sophomore Aaron Wilson came up with his kick this season against the Sun Devils as he drills the win for 68 yards. Wilson was a walk-on for Centralia 2 years ago. He ended up kicking in Rose Bowl, averaged over 36 yards a kick for the Huskies in 1878. The Husky defensive line returns intact in 1979, and that brings a smile to face it on James because he loves to see defense plays like this one. Junior defensive tackle Chris Lynn from Arcadia, California, not only blocks the pass, but intercepts the ball as well and almost runs it in for touchdown. Tucson Tyler gets the call, and there is no stopping the big guy who hoops for 425 yards in the season as he scores one of 4 touchdowns. The man to direct the Husky defense in 1978, second-team All-American linebacker Michael Jackson, number 5, who played at East West Game and Japan Bowl. The Husky offense spent much of the afternoon at the Sun Devil goal line. Tucson Tyler added another touchdown to the Washington Rovers. Huskies picked off 17 passes during the season, with junior corner Mark Lee from Hanford, California, picking up this Mark-Mullen pass, setting up yet another Washington touchdown. After the Huskies drive to 1, Tom Pork just keeps the ball, rolls to his right, and goes in to score as the Huskies turn the game into a run. Then to kick off a great afternoon of football against the team that would win the Garden State Bowl, the Huskies sent sophomore tailback Kyle Stevens around the right side on a pitch out and scored standing up. He rushed for 101 yards a day as Huskies win it 41-7. Before on conference record, the Huskies celebrate homecoming by beating the Arizona Wildcats for the first time in Husky Stadium. The Wildcats try to run right at Huskies, but some forgot to tell about junior nose Stafford Mays, who should one of the best in the conference in 1979. Arizona decides they can't move the ball on the ground, they'll go to the air, but against the Huskies, that was a mistake in 1978. As Antoine Richardson comes crashing through and hits the ball loose, it's covered by John Curley, set up Washington touchdown. Tom Porras, who ran for 241 yards of the football out of the quarterback position in 78, keeps on this play. And junior college transfer from Ventura, California, goes in to score to put Huskies on top. The Husky defense, at the right of the crowd, give the ball back to the offense. Then the Huskies come up with the play of the year as Porras pitches the ball to Joe Steele, who stops and throws back to Porras, who's all alone, and Porras races to the corner of the end zone for 6 points. The Husky defense comes up with another outstanding afternoon against the Wildcats, with senior outside linebacker John Shirley from Mayo Valley knocking the ball loose, and Brett Gilliard there to fall on it for Washington. Kyle Stevens, the sophomore from San Jose, California, who runs out of slot back position at times, explodes and quick inside reverse, races down the sideline for 44 yards, a touchdown. Kyle Stevens averaged over 5 yards a carry for Husky in 1978. With the Huskies leading 24-7 and well on their way to their 5th conference win of the year, junior Mark Lee gives the offense another chance to put 6 points on the scoreboard and coming up with his 3rd interception of the season. Junior fullback Ron Gibson from Everett, who finishes the Huskies' 4th leading rusher in 1978, shows why averaged almost 5 yards a carry, and is one of the toughest runners bring down as he fights his way for 18 yards. And Tom Flick, the sophomore, hands to senior Rob Smith, who switches his touchdown in Husky Stadium as the Huskies go on to beat Arizona 31-21. On a cool and rainy day in Los Angeles, the Huskies and the USC Trojans battled first place in the Big Ten Conference and a shot at Rose Bowl. And it turned into a very physical afternoon in the mud, with junior Doug Martin from Fairfield, California, stopping All-American Charles White no gain. Husky defense looked even better a few plays later, as the Huskies knocked the ball loose from White on a jarring tackle, and junior linebacker Bruce Harrell recovers the fumble. The Husky offense spent most of the day sliding around in the mud of the Coliseum. But then Tom Porras, playing before his hometown crowd Los Angeles, comes up with a super play as he rolls to his right and on the run throws deep to Spider Gaines, who is all alone behind the defense, and he goes in, score a touchdown to keep the Huskies in the game. But despite an outstanding defense effort, Doug Martin and Footy, including this hit for the Old Coast defense to tackle, the Trojans win it 28-10 and go on to the national championship and Rose Bowl game. The Huskies had to wait 2 weeks to finally close out their season in the snow at Joe Allen Stadium in Spokane against cross rival Washington State. The Cougars behind the outstanding quarterback Jack Thompson go to the air early. That was a mistake. His ball is tipped. Defensive tackle Kristonen comes up with his 2nd interception of the year. The Huskies drive to the Cougar 13, where fullback Tucson Tyler picks his way through the right side to score on an outstanding run. This would not be stopped at the goal line. 5 days later, the Huskies get the ball back again. Thompson's pass down the middle bounces up a receiver, and this big Husker, who played 3 different season bowl games, grabs the ball in the air for a Washington interception. 5 plays following the turnover, the Huskies score again. This Tom Flick, starting his first game for Washington, those perfect passes in the middle. Keith Richardson, who scored his first touchdown of the year. And a guy who caught more passes than anyone else on the team in 1978. It's so pleased. He makes a long walk back to the goalpost for a quiet conversation about the council. Jeff Thompson had all kinds of problems against the Huskies on this cold afternoon. This time he connects down the middle, but a hard hit by Kyle Hand knocks the ball loose, and Lance O'Dale's right there to recover for Washington. Along with beating the Cougars, the Huskies went wild on this run by Joe Steele, as the junior from Lancaster in Seattle twists and turns his way for 56 yards to go over the 1,000 mark of the season. Coming only the 3rd Husky runner in history to pass that mark. The others were Hugh O'Hain and Ron Rowland. The best was yet to come for Joe Steele, who had a brilliant afternoon against the Cougars. The Huskies lighted Tom Flick to Keith Richardson combinations well earlier in the game. Offensive coordinator Dick Desney called it again, and it's letter perfect as Keith Richardson scores his 2nd touchdown of the day. With the Huskies on top of the big lead, Jack Thompson, Cougars' 2nd quarterback, tried to pick out quick 6 points. But the Huskies did it very well, with Greg Grimes, the junior from Bakersfield, California, coming up with his 3rd interception of the season. Sophomore Ben Scobie comes on late in the game to add another touchdown to season total. He takes a pitch from senior Joey Pina, the score sending up. The Cougars then fumble away the kickoff. Joe Steele, who needs just 25 more yards to break McElhenney's single-season rushing mark, comes on. It comes up with the run of the year for 28 yards. Steele picked up 193 yards and 24 carries against the Cougars for an average 8 yards carry. But he needed it all as he finished the year with 1,111 yards on the ground to break McElhenney's single-season record by just 4 yards. The Huskies beat the Cougars 38-8. Huskies finished the season with 6-2 record in the conference, tied 2nd to UCLA. Overall, Huskies 7-4 in 1978. With 36 linemen back, including 8 offensive starters, led by Joe Steele, and 7 defensive starters, including 3-year lineman Doug Martin. Huskies and their fans are excited about 1979, when Washington expect to once again challenge the Big Ten title.
Wild World Animals will now be seen tonight, so that we bring you the following sports special. Excitement, the kind of excitement that's been generated by the Huskies through the 1976